my name is Yvonne Smith. I started working at Evergreen May the 7th, 1990. I worked as a relief staff, working with individuals served at Casper Community Home. And we just helped them with whatever was going on that day, their daily routines, even helped them with cooking. We had a guy named Kyle, and Kyle, he said he was a Cajun man from Texas, and I consider Cajun from Louisiana. And he said that he doesn't want potatoes, Cajun men want rice. So we made the substitution and gave Kyle rice because that's what he wanted, and we wanted to make sure he was pleased.
My name is Doug Rolland, and I first began my career with Evergreen at the age of 19, 26 years ago. I was first hired as a direct support associate. I worked with an individual by the name of William. William had his own apartment, and I basically provided direct care services to him during the nighttime hours and simply really was there just in case if he needed something.
I'm Linda Bailey. I began working for Evergreen in January of 1990 as a direct support staff. The day I interviewed for the position, I was at a home setting. The home manager at the time was interviewing me, and a young lady by the name of Ima came up to me, and she was having difficulty getting into her purse and asked if I could help her. I was sunk. I found the love of my life right then and there.
So I started as a direct support staff, and then I went into administration, working as a secretary and administrative assistant. Then I went into the Evergreen Foundation, working in development. I worked with fundraising. I worked with church relations and even our public relations. And then I went to work in my current role in the president's office as the chief of staff.
At 19, I continued to work with William, and then shortly after, I moved into a day program supervisor role. And at that time, I was allowed to finish my bachelor's degree and my master's degree with Evergreen support. After that, I moved into a division director role, an ED role, and a state ED role, and then most recently as I moved into the position of regional vice president.
I had no idea that Evergreen would be my career. I was out of college with a bachelor's degree in psychology, and it was after I received that degree that I found out you really can't do anything with a bachelor's degree in psychology, but no, you can. I started working for Evergreen. After becoming a DSP, I was a home manager, I was a program supervisor. I became the division director with the push from my then supervisor, who was convinced, more so than I, that I could actually do that job. And subsequently, I became the state ED and most recently, the regional vice president.
Start out at Evergreen, no matter what level you're working, you have to have compassion for those served. And we work for people who cannot fend for themselves. Whatever decisions I'm helping to form as an administrative person, I consider those decisions affect those that we serve. The bottom line is we have to care about those with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
At Evergreen, a lot of times people come in, they're not sure what they want to do, and that's the perfect opportunity for someone to come across some awesome people that give love. You're allowed to give them love, and it just makes for a perfect situation.
If you're looking for a career where you can experience growth and your full potential, Evergreen is the place for you. They believe in you, they support you, and the opportunities are endless.